What's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to the first episode as we're getting ready for FC 24. Yeah, I just recently picked it up, and today, if you've seen it here on the channel, and of course you've seen the thumbnail there, yeah, we're going back to Wolverhampton as we're going to be starting a new career mode here with the Wolverhampton Wolves and FC 24. So, as you know, of course, the guy we're going to go with for our manager here is going to, of course, be Luis Morales. Now, remember in the original series we had back in, FIFA 20? We had him as our manager. We had two good seasons there. We had actually a season and a half before I end up screwing up the file save and couldn't finish the rest of that particular season. But we're back, and we're going to be starting basically a continuation from that series, but now in a newly updated and fully new rostered game. And we're just going to pretend it's been a couple years since then, and we're back here with Morales and, of course, the Wolverhampton Wolves. And, of course, this is not the same Wolverhampton Wolves that we've seen back in FIFA 20, which was, wow, believe it or not, it was 4 years ago when I started that series. And of course now, here we are in, in this series we're going to continue with it. Now, there's some new changes here in the game, which you probably already know for the most part. But if you don't know, I'm not going to get into all of them. But the ones we are going to focus in on are, of course, the training. New training situations now here. Of course, here you see he's wearing glasses now this time around, as Pops is the manager once again. And of course, they have new tactic visions here, ways you want to set up your team in different scenarios, or just the way how you the type of play you want to play. And we're gonna focus on this year. We're gonna continue doing the same thing that I've been really into. I've been trying to do some other different types of things, but I really like the wing play here. So that's what kind of coaches that we're going to go here. Now, this is something new. We have new skills here. We got new coaches. We've got 4 coaches you can actually assign. Attacking coach, which basically takes care of your forwards. Mids coach, who basically take care of your center mids. And then your defensive players, which are your fullbacks. And, of course, your goalkeeping skills, as you see here. And there you see pretty much what we're going to be looking at here for our team here. I went pretty much all wing play type of players here, and of course, not every coach is the best. Some are 4-star, some are 5-star, some are just 2-star. So the better we get at it, obviously their achievements will get up higher. And of course, there are some not so familiar faces. There are a few familiar faces I see here on this squad. I really don't follow Wolverhampton, especially this year so far. I haven't really been paying too close attention to them as I've been very busy with work. But we are going to basically we're going to get to know some of these players here in the next couple of episodes and see how they go. And of course, just like the original series, we're going to have, of course, the Wolves TV integrated here in this series as well. And that's how we'll get to know the players. And of course, that's kind of the inside look, or the front office view of how we're going to set up this team up here. And like I said, I don't know too much about these players. We got a lot of good, lot of older players here. And that's what we're going to be relying on here in this first season if we're going to try to get to back winning championships here in the Premier League, like we were doing, or like we were building ourselves up to in the FIFA 20 series there. And of course, we were going to be, and I really want to focus in on a lot of the youth academy, because what really hurt me so bad about that original series that we had with Wolverhampton was we were just getting started with some of the young players, bringing them in from the youth academy, calling them up, having them play a couple of matches from here and there, and so on and so forth. And it just really hurts me that file got overstayed. Now, eventually I did replay those games, and it's been a while now since I've posted anything about that series. And I figured, like, you know what, when the next game comes out, we'll do something here. And of course, that was probably a whole year ago. I was originally going to start a new series on FIFA 23, but like I said, time got life got crazy. I had to deal with some other things, more important things within life. And so I told myself, like, the next game, when this new FIFA or this new soccer game comes out from EA FC, I was going to start a series. So we're going to start this series here. I don't know how often this series will come out. I'm going to try to work ahead of here. So if you have any suggestions for players that we're looking for, because a lot of players we're going to be looking for, will be from youth academy players, obviously, from England. Also, we're going to look at places like Spain, Portugal, and a lot of South American countries, because that's what this squad is all about. They have a lot of players. I mean, they have a few players from other parts of the world, but we're going to try to get a lot of players out of our own back door. So like Wales, Ireland, and then of course we're going to bring some U.S. players as well, because I have an idea for a couple of U.S. players that I would like to bring in to our squad here, to build up. Some of the MLS players, obviously, but also I want to bring in some young Americans as well, and of course, like I said, South Americans. So that's pretty much all the areas we're going to hit at for the most part when we're trying to build this team. But I really want to stick to the core players, which are from they have a lot of players from Portugal, Spain, Argentina, and Brazil, to name a few, and I believe Venezuela. So really want to try to work on those types of areas there for Youth Academy. And of course, we will be going overseas, or going to other countries and other leagues within the world, and find those players that we think will be best fit for us. I do have a player in mind that I want to bring here, and because I'm having so much fun with him. If you've been following our Austin FC series here on the channel, and that is Ryan Hardy, who plays for Plymouth. He is by far one of my favorite players to pick up in a game. I think every single game I've been starting playing, and that's all thanks to a certain YouTuber here, that is West Coast King. Definitely go check out his channel. He's a big fan of Ryan Hardy, and so have I. And I've been watching some of Ryan Hardy's some of his actual games he's been in. He's a very impressive player. There's also a couple players from the documentary series, if you guys haven't watched it yet, on FX, which by now, if you're a soccer fan, you know who I'm talking about, and by far you know what team I'm talking about, and that's Wrexham. That's one of my favorite documentaries that's been out now here for a while. I went back and watched season 1, and there's a couple players I would really like to pick up to bring into the Premier League, to help us out. So like I said, there's going to be a lot of cool, I'm going to try to bring my best to bring in some of those players as well. But I really truly want to focus in on the Youth Academy players, because I was so bummed out that we never got the chance to see some of the very talented Youth Academy players that I had brought in, and we were just getting red hot. And I was starting, I had different, sheets for for like a second team, third team, all youth squad, all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, I saved over the save for another save, and I ended up into the series abruptly. So that's not going to happen this time around. I'm going to make sure that does not happen for the most part here. But take a look here. We got some our Youth Academy scouts here. We got networks here, and they're going to go to certain places here, as you see there. We're going to try to do our best to bring in some great talent like you did before in the original Wolverhampton Wolves series. So Morales is back. Of course, if you've been watching the channel as well, his son is back as well. Actually, his son will be on the second channel over there on ESGNet Plus LP. So definitely go check out his series as well. By now it should be up, as this series is going up on the main channel. But yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun. I cannot wait till we get into more of I've been really having fun a lot playing this game, getting the right settings here. I'm still working on some settings. Of course, guys, if you've been following this series or you've been following the channel here since I've been playing FIFA, or I shouldn't call it FIFA no more. It's EA Sports FC. But you know, regardless, to me it's still FIFA. You know that I use Matt 10 sliders, so there's a link down below in the description. I use his slider set and I change it. You know, I go with his set, and then I kind of alter things. You know, according to my play style. And he has a really good slider sets that he has for make adjustments for certain things in the game. And for the most part, it works out with his gameplay sliders for these soccer games. I usually I don't really do too much, you know, messing around with the slider sets he has for him, because he has a different slider sets. If you want to, you know, play a little more casual, you can play a certain way this way, or you want to play more more realistic, or more, I guess I could say more competitive, you can go the other way. But there's a couple places, areas in his slider sets I do kind of changes that, like maybe 1 or 2 points up or 1 or 2 points down. But for the most part here, I don't really mess with his slider sets because he always has a good slider set. So shout out to him, Matt 10. Thank you very much on working on the slider sets. And of course, he always updates his slider sets as well. Now, like I said, there's a link down below to his channel, and as well as his slider set. Definitely go check it out. But there you see some of the objectives that we're working on this season, and of course a lot of them are short, you know, a couple short-term there, which is pretty reasonable. For the most part here, the objectives here are the same ones that we've seen many times before in series like this. But for the most part here, we're going to be trying to focus in on mostly the ones that we can accomplish here. Some are long-term goals there. It takes us a couple seasons there to do. But I think for the most part here, I'm just so excited about this game now finally be out. I was going to wait until start a series, wait until like November or so, around the holidays, but it's like, no, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. And I went ahead and bought it. A couple other games as well. I couldn't wait for too long here, so I got to get something on the channel here soon. So yeah, stick around for this one. I don't know the exact date I'm going to have this series start, but I'm hoping to start before Halloween and get stuff up for you guys. Not for just this series, but some other new stuff that I have as well. But like I said, just bear with me because there's, like I said, work's been kind of hectic for me right now, and we're trying to deal with that as well. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, it's gonna be the same familiar series, but with some new twists to it. And of course, as for the preseason tournament, I don't think I'm going to show it. If I do, there'll happen to be little videos that you guys will see. It won't be me commentating, it'll just be me just playing game footage. But if you guys have any suggestions, any ideas, or anything like that, let me know. Like I said, we're going to do a little bit of the same thing we did in the last series, having a series within a series with the Wolves TV. But for the most part, we are going to vary. It'd be a small variations from the last series that we had of the Wolves. But I cannot wait until we get into this game, because this is a fun game. I've been playing it all weekend long, and really want to start a new series. So, and this will be one of the first of 2 series we'll have on this here on this channel. We'll have another one of his son, Javier, coming up here on the channel, as he'll be in the MLS again, and we'll see what team he'll be with. But we got to wrap up the one with Austin FC first before we get to a new one. Or actually, I've been thinking about a new character, overall new character. So for the MLS series. But anyway, that's it for me. You guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't been new. Hit that bell notification so you guys will be notified of this series and any other series on the channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves and each other healthy. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time.